Hello everyone, this is Bryant with sfftsource.com, your premier guide to Six Flags Fiesta Texas. We're here to check out this year's Viva la Fiesta event. It has returned and it takes place weekends from now through May 4th. So you don't have a ton of time, but there are specialty food booths like normal. They even have a brand new food booth that kind of calls back to their new sister park, Knott's Berry Farm. Very excited to check that out. They've also got some merchandise to go along with that. You've got your adult beverages, you've got your decor, and you've also got new shows, new and returning shows. There's a brand new band that plays in Texas State Square. You've got the return of some other in-park favorites like Caliente Bubble Pop. And then we're also going to check out the brand new show over in Rockville High that will run through the summer. So without any further ado, we're gonna walk around, check out Viva la Fiesta, look at the entertainment, eat some food, and have some fun. Let's head in. And as you come into the main thoroughfare of Los Festivales, you are greeted by all of the fun banners, lots of color as you go down this pathway. Always fun to see what they decorate this area with for the events, and this one is no different. And one of the really awesome things they're doing here during Viva la Fiesta is a little bit of a nod to Knott's Berry Farm. They have all kinds of Knott's boysenberry merch out that you can purchase. They also have the history of the boysenberry, with Knott's being the sister park, definitely embracing some of the uniqueness that you can find in the chain. But I mean, you can get all kinds of stuff. Boysenberry jam, they've got whole boysenberries, they've got the popcorn, all kinds of stuff, syrup, cotton candy, punch, barbecue sauce, you name it, it's here. And if you have a pass, your discount will work on this. You do have a little bit more of a selection of Viva la Fiesta merch. You have this shirt, which is kind of Day of the Dead centric. Of course, you gotta have a good taco bag, am I right? And then a lot like what we saw at Over Texas, they do have the Viva la Fiesta Texas specific shirt. And then on the front, it's gonna have just the logo on there. But good way to remember your visit. And for $16.99, you can grab this year's Fiesta medal, but they do have a giveaway, so make sure you check out the park's events page to learn more about that. Right here outside of E6 is where you start to run into your food booths for Viva la Fiesta. The first one you'll see is like big black booth. These are some new booths that they're gonna have popping up here at the park. But you run into the boysenberry booth. So we were just looking at that boysenberry merch. Here's where you can actually try some if you want to try. They have like the salsa here, the boysenberry barbecue sauce. So great way to kind of try and sample. But you can get the beef empanada, barbecue mac and cheese, boysenberry, fried cheesecake, and paleta, which is like a ice cream, like a popsicle type of thing. So we are starting off our food adventure at the boysenberry booth. This is the boysenberry beef empanada. It is a pastry filled with seasoned ground beef and topped with boysenberry salsa. And then the other thing, we might have to come back to this booth, but we're gonna start with these two. The other thing we got is the boysenberry barbecue mac and cheese, which is smoked brisket topped with boysenberry barbecue sauce on a bed of creamy mac and cheese. All right, first thing we're gonna try is the empanada with the boysenberry salsa. It's very unsuspecting looking salsa. The empanada is nice and flaky. It's got a good inside, real basic on the inside. All I'm really tasting is the ground beef, which is fine. The salsa, it's got a bit of a kick to it. I would say it's a little more of a kick than what normal theme park food would be. I like it. It's got the slightest hint of boysenberry, but it's still mostly hearty with just a little bit of sweet. It's really good. That salsa is delicious if you like a little bit of spice, but spice kind of hits you on the back end, but wow, really good. And I guess in theory you could probably walk around with that and eat it, but I was able to cut it easily with a fork. We're gonna move on to the barbecue boysenberry mac and cheese with the brisket. Try to make sure we get everything. There we go. That's pretty interesting. So you get a lot more boysenberry in that than you do in the salsa. Mac and cheese is nice. The brisket, I would say, is like your standard theme park brisket. Nothing like crazy, but when you add the barbecue sauce, it gives you a completely new dynamic that you didn't have before with this kind of dish. Barbecue sauce is good. It's definitely sweet, but I highly recommend both of these. I don't even know if I can pick one. The salsa is awesome. The barbecue sauce is pretty good. I don't know. I have to get both. And right next to the boysenberry booth, you run into the street tacos booth, which is kind of a returning favorite. But here you can grab Mexican street tacos or the Pepion de Pollo tacos. Very delicious, and they do cook them fresh out here. Next up on our food adventure, we got some street tacos. So here is the Mexican street taco. This is the al pastor, served with cilantro, onion, and lime. We did pass on the onion just because it's raw onion. That's not really my thing. I was happy that they were able to customize that. And then this is the Pepion de Pollo taco, which is chicken simmered in a Guatemalan sauce with chiles, served on a warm corn tortilla. And it looks like there's rice under there. I don't know if there's rice under that one, but I think the description's a little mixed up. But either way, these are looking super delicious. All right, let's get our hands a little bit dirty. We're gonna try the street taco first with the al pastor. It's on like a little corn tortilla. Does not want to focus with my face in the shot. The al pastor, it's got a pretty decent taste to it. The fact that they actually heated up the corn tortilla on a skillet over there makes a big difference. Makes it taste a little bit fresher. A little bit of a kick to it, but other than that, it's a pretty simple street taco. Obviously, we didn't get it with the onions on it, but pretty good. I'm gonna move over to the Pepion de Pollo, which is just chicken. It comes on a bed of the rice. That's the one right there. This one's fine. This one's awesome. I love the way the chicken is marinated. Super delicious. Let's try some of the rice. I'm sure it's just like pretty standard rice. Yeah, super standard rice, but fresh, not old or hard or anything. If you're gonna get one of these, you gotta get the chicken. And here in Texas State Square, man, these booths over here are hopping. You run into your first cervezas booth, which is going to have adult beverages. You can get the draft beer, canned beer. They have mojitos, Caribbean coladas, and then they have pineapple punch, which is actually a mocktail. So if you don't want to drink alcohol, but you still want to try something, you can do that one down there. As we travel over to the other side of Texas State Square, there is a brand new outdoor stage here right next to Teatro Fiesta. And this is where the all-new Sonido 7 plays. So brand new live music option here for Viva la Fiesta. right next to where the Sonido 7 play, you have that Teatro Fiesta Theater. And this is where Caliente, a returning show, plays. And this is also where you can catch Mariachi Los Soberanos, which unfortunately we missed. We did not get here early enough today, but highly recommend you check them out.
They won't know when I got to the reason well. I'm trying to keep it real. Just trying to keep it well, because that's for real. Pero mira que tú estás buena. Y mira que tú estás dura.
Arrasando con la vida, cosechando la alegría. No obstáculo que me impida disfrutar el nuevo día. De cabeza, échame conmigo. Muy complace, felicidad. Es alguien más que dará. Como la flor, con tanto amor. Of your feet, if you like my beat. Clap your hands if you want some more. Un, dos, tres. Un, dos, tres.
Un pasito para adelante, María. Un, dos, tres. Un pasito para atrás.
Shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't try yourself anymore. Feel the rhythm of the music getting stronger. Don't you body me, try to do that conga beat.
As we head into Crack Axle Canyon, you run into your next food booth. Got the fun Dr. Diabolical shot, but this is Sippin' Sombreros. And here at the Sippin' Sombreros, you can get draft beer, canned beer. They have a watermelon margarita. And they also have another mocktail, which is the watermelon lemonade. And right here, kind of across from Iron Rattler Mercantile, you run into another food booth. It's one of these like new, big, substantial black booths that aren't decorated yet, but it's coming. This is Dulce Dreams. And here you can get pretty much any dessert that you want, very fairly priced, but also on the dining plan. So here you can get the buñuelo nachos, so good looking. They also have a Mexican fruit cup, the brigadieros, probably saying that wrong. Those are kind of what I'm looking for too. Those are in the bottom there. And you can get pan dulce, which is like a pastry, like a Mexican pastry, kind of sweet, not overly sweet though. And here in front of Daredevil Dive Flying Machines, you run into some more booths. So you've got Cinco Siestas, which is going to be like your beer. They have a Sangria Rita and Manganata. This is going to be all alcoholic beverages. And right next to Cinco Siestas, you have the On a Stick food booth. And the menu here is going to be a steak skewer, chicken on a stick, barbecue chicken kebabs, and sausage wrap on a stick. Lots of savory items here. And just like the taco booth, they do have the grill going out here as well. All right, y'all, so one of those bummer things happened where we went over to the On the Stick booth to get some food items to try out. Unfortunately, they're out of like everything. So, you know what we're gonna do instead? We're gonna get every freaking food item from the Dulce Dreams booth, and we're just gonna go into a sugar coma, I think. It is just a rigmarole of insanity here. So at the top right are the buñuelo nachos, which are fried Mexican pastries rolled in cinnamon sugar topped with dulce de leche sauce and strawberries. To the left of that is the Mexican fruit cup, melon, jacama root, strawberry, and pineapple with tahini on top. Down here you have the brigadieros, which are like the Brazilian fudge balls made with condensed milk, cocoa powder rolled in chocolate sprinkles. Now, they have the sprinkle version and they have this walnut version, so we decided to do the half and half to try both. And then, of course, you have the pan dulce, which is the colorful conchas, which is just like a pastry. Not too sweet, not too crazy. We're gonna dig in and we're gonna get crazy. We've run into another issue where there's like no silverware anywhere. So we're gonna have to finger food a lot of this. I don't know how we're gonna do some of these because they're super messy, but let's try these first. It's almost like a It's almost like a thing of frosting. That's kind of crazy. That was the one with the sprinkles on it. Let's try the walnut one. The walnut one is like way more, has like way more substance. So it doesn't just taste like a ball of frosting, but you know, they both have good flavor. If you like really sweet, this is gonna do it for you, but it is really sweet. All right, next up are the buñuelo nachos. It's not too bad. It's kind of one of those things where you got a lot going on, and you've got like the two different sauces on top. The buñuelo is really nice. It's crunchy. It's light. The sauce kind of gives it like a little freshening. You could totally eat the buñuelos by themselves, but the stuff on top is definitely a nice touch. I'd recommend these for sure. Here it is, our big concha, very doughy, Texas size. I don't know, it's not like intimidatingly big, right? It's like not even as big as my head, but. So yeah, it's like really just like a pastry. It's got a little bit of fluff to it. It's kind of airy. It's not overly sweet. The two other things we ate, a lot of sugar content. This is a little more tame. I don't know. This is something that I could like eat all of. The other two, I'm not sure I could actually eat all of it. All right, this is going to be the tricky one because we don't have any silverware. People are riding Daredevil Dive behind us. That's what the noise is. So once you know you put the tahini and all of this on it, it gives it a lot of spice. Not like spicy, just spice. If that makes sense. So it kind of changes the profile of the fruit. The fruit's pretty good though. I think if you just wanted the fruit cup without the tahini and all that, you could definitely ask, because they put it on after the fact. But this is going to be like your freshest food offering at this booth. I think I would get everything. The buñuelo nachos are probably my favorite. From the point of it being just like pretty warm outside today, I think the fruit cup would come in second. I would put the concha pastry third, and then I would probably put those brigadeiros fourth. But all of them are very edible and very nice. Here in Rockville, at Rockville High, you have the all-new Rockville Beach Party. The show actually just started today, but it'll run through Viva la Fiesta and into the summer.
Beach baby, there on the sand from July to the end of September.
Another one of your entertainment offerings that will operate through the summer months is Bubble Pop here on the side of Pete's Eats at the Pete's Eats stage.
Will make you happy. We had a dream, we go traveling together. We spread a little love and then we keep moving on.
Oh, I think I'll take a walk outside now. Summer sun, show me the way to be happy now.
I just can't stay inside all day.
Lollipop, lollipop, lolly, 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 lollipop. Oh, my baby lollipop, tell you why. His kiss is sweeter than apple pie. Sugar, oh, honey, honey, you are my candy girl. Doo-bop, ba-doo-da-bop, ba-doo. Yeah, yeah. Doo-bop, ba-doo-da-bop, ba-doo-bop, ba-doo-da-bop, ba-doo-bop, ba-doo-da-bop, ba-doo. Yeah, yeah.
Do you ever wonder why this music gets you high? It takes you on a ride. You feel it when your body starts to rock. And baby you can't stop. And the music's all you got. This must be love. You were always popular. You were singing all the songs I don't know. Now you're in the club, 'cause my song is popular.
You take me by the heart when you take me by the hand. Oh, Mickey, you're so pretty, can't you understand? It's guys like you, Mickey. Oh, what you do, Mickey, don't break my heart, Mickey.
I could almost kiss the stars for shining so bright.
When I see you smiling, I go, oh, oh, oh. Love it to the left,
Having a good time,
shake it to the right,
really feel mine.
shake it to the front,
See ya, hold tight. We only danced for a minute or two, but she stayed close to me the whole night through. Can I be falling in love? She's everything I've been dreaming. She's everything I've been dreaming of. Go rate me, ABC, 1, 2, 3, baby you and me. Girl, you love me just a little bit. Come on, love you just a little bit. I'm gonna teach you how to sing it out. Come on, show me, let me show you what it's all about. Reading and writing arithmetic, all the branches of the learning tree. But this is without the roots of love every day. Girl, your education ain't complete. Teacher's gonna show you.
All right, everyone, that does it for this look at Viva la Fiesta here at Six Flags Fiesta Texas. This event is jam-packed with all kinds of shows. You've got the food, everything. We want to give a huge thank you to Six Flags Fiesta Texas for setting us up with samples of the food. They also set us up with the Fiesta medal. So make sure you come out for the giveaway to get your Fiesta medal, or you can purchase one in Six Flags Mercado near the front of the park. I loved the shows. I think one cool thing is Bubble Pop returned, and it was like a completely different vibe, lots of fun. And then of course the Viva la Fiesta themed stuff that they did was great. And the brand new show in Rockville is also tons of fun. Nice little kind of fresh retro take on, you know, embracing what Rockville is. I think from a food standpoint, the boysenberry booth was a hit. We even bought some of the boysenberry popcorn. Full disclosure, we did fly here, so we didn't buy anything else because we're not checking a bag, and everything else was a liquid. So kind of a bummer on that part, but that's on us. If y'all have any questions about Viva la Fiesta, let us know in the comments below. Of course, we have a full guide to Viva la Fiesta on our website. The link is in the description below. We thank y'all for watching. Take care, and we'll see you at a theme park.